Hello and welcome, everybody. My name, as always, is Zara Chaos. I hope you enjoy your stay. I am not the GM of the game. That would happen to be.
Me. Hello, I am Documenter. I am GM of this game, also known as the Keeper. Unfortunately, we are down a player, but that's okay. He's currently a half-alive ghost who's about to get thrown into Cthulhu's brain. I'll explain in a second. So, would the remaining players like to introduce their characters and what's going on with them right now?
Right. I am Brett, the Brett, the all-around mad woman and force ghost of the game.
Jonah, and honestly, after last week, I don't remember my exact status, but I do remember that I wasn't dead.
You were at your house. You had gotten back using Wolf's car.
Yeah, right. I was driving back. I remember now.
Hello, I am Mike Zapsky. I almost, well, fell into a ravine and died, but I didn't die. So I am also on the way back to my house.
So, let's set the scene. You two are driving home. Shit is going bad around you, and it's starting to turn dusk. So, people are driving like crazy. Uh, every night there's drag races going on. There's street races going on. There's the meet has started up, or a bunch of people who do street racing meet up. There's a bunch of people hooked on this mystery ice cream named The Dream, and some of them have gone completely fucking feral. Like, uh, crazy. And then at the lake, people are, like, going missing. You kind of tamped down that one a bit, but it's still slowly happening. Every once in a while, every couple of weeks, someone goes gone. So, as you're driving home, you see all this chaos. What are you guys thinking? Uh, to be clear, Z, you're in the car with Dan. With Jonah, I mean.
All right. I feel. Didn't you say we are already answered the question regarding the dreams, so we can fix that mystery
Yes.
now?
Yes, you could. But both ways would require breaking into the La Fresca Foods over in Whitesbury.
All right. Since
And as far as you know, it's just the two of you.
yes, it used to be four, but we don't know anymore about the other two. They're wiped from our minds.
But also, since we have already answered the question during this day-night cycle, it is risk-free to ignore it until the crew is more
Yes.
complete.
You guys know that you can still fix this tomorrow. That it's not going to get worse right now.
All right. We just need to also try solving. Do we have enough to try solving the how the deep lake chooses its victims?
No, you have 3 right now. I mean, you could try it, but you'd have to be at a -1.
All right. -1 is better.
And there is another hint that could be used for the mystery of Deep Lake, which only becomes available once either me or John are back into game.
Oh yeah. Sorry, no. You two only know you two actually have 0 clues. She has all the clues. You two don't know it.
Right.
Yeah, you have 3 clues that haven't been communicated to the other 2 who are still alive. So I'm gonna focus in on you. As you're driving, well, as you're sitting in the passenger seat while Dan is driving, you look out the window and you see that past the borders of Deep Lake and La Fresca and the places you could usually go is just desert. Usually there would be some civilization that you could see past it, but it's just the desert now. Way, way past the desert, on the horizon, you see on a hill, a green oasis in the middle. If you use something you had on you to zoom in, you'd see like wrought iron fences and stuff over there. And it looks off. Z.
Basically, it looks like people are trying to keep something in instead of something out.
Kind of,
If I'm
yeah.
following.
But like subtly so, if someone were in there, they wouldn't notice. But yeah. And John is in the car with you, and he also sees it. He's kind of still processing what's going on. And then you feel a pull. You feel the big man. Your connection to him is pulling you vaguely towards it, as if he's walking to it, but you're not sure if he wants you to follow. See,
Basically, the jailer is doing his rounds since it's unclear whether or not he wants to be alone.
you and John both feel this. What do you think about that? About the fact that the big man is going towards it?
At my current state, my thoughts are static.
Lol.
What do you mean they're
Sorry,
static?
I disappeared in static, didn't I?
Well, you still can think and walk around and stuff.
I know, but the joke was too.
Sorry.
It was right there.
Okay. Anyways.
The joke was there if she had to.
Okay. You could
It would be a risk that I'm taking if I try to follow him.
yes. But you are you.
True. Just how forced will I be to turn the next key of desolation?
I won't make you turn any keys right now.
Like, I'm fine if it's keys of child. I just don't want to be forced into white noise if I don't have to.
As long as you're not asking about clues from him, I'm gonna let you just talk to the big man.
Alright, so basically, if the question follows from the normal conversation, that's fine. Just don't ask for any specifics for specific mysteries that are not related to the current conversation.
Yeah, just don't try to use the Just don't try to use the wandering monolith ability, and we're good.
You could ask him.
I
For, like,
can. I can.
you could ask him for like what he knows about things, just not for
About the garden and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah things that you currently know.
About things that are right there.
Yeah.
About things that are right in front of us.
Yes.
Yeah, you can ask about that.
Just don't ask for like any kind of lore that he knows tied to Deep Lake.
If you ask him for if you ask him for clues about a specific mystery, you will have to use the wandering monolith stuff, and that could kill you.
Because it forces me a key of desolation instead of any of
Yeah.
the other keys.
Yeah. So just don't ask about the dream, the deep lake lurker, or the pale horse.
With the only exception being if you somehow manage to put something right in front of me.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
then it's
be
not an
lenient,
ability
too.
question.
Like, if you're asking about death in general, then I won't be a dick. I'll let you know about death. So,
Alright, I'll just follow him.
okay.
Or at least follow the feeling of where he is pulling.
Okay. I'll cut back to you later. Alright, everyone, do we want to do the last tape during today's session?
That's a question and a half. Well, Ravani could still do her scenes within the tape. So that's
Yeah.
a thing.
She would need to somehow incorporate the yellow haze, the lock of hair, and a ritual circle under the water into her scene. But yeah.
Which is possible. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with it. Without Wolf, it's fine. He can just watch the VOD.
I mean, some of those things are easier to incorporate than others.
I mean, you could incorporate it into one scene, really. Like, you could have a picture of the
I
lake
could
itself
set it in.
with the
Yeah,
haze
I could.
over it. And it, like, zooms in on a lock floating at the top, and then the ritual circle underneath it.
Basically, it just depends on the exact question I get asked to paint.
Alright, I also need to ask you guys if you want to watch the tape in the new mystery.
Is it? I have a question about that. Is that mystery location good or bad?
Yes.
That sounds like a both.
Yeah, it's both.
I'd go for it, but I'm at Force Coast right now, so I don't have much say.
What about you, Dan?
Pardon?
Do you want us to watch the tape in the Pale Horse location?
Hill Force location?
Yes.
The Pale Horse location, yes.
Oh,
AKA the new mystery we have right now.
yes. Let's do it.
All right, I guess we're going go big. We're gonna go big.
All right, so while you're following the big man, you find him deep, deep, deep into the desert, far away from any civilization, and he's just facing the garden and walking towards it slowly, almost like crawling. Again, don't look great. Very gaunt.
I approach
Looks
him.
almost dead.
I approach him. Yeah, first couple of minutes I just walk beside him. Observing what he is specifically looking at.
tower. Have you come and seeked me again?
I felt the pull.
You're close to the pure white signal. And he looks over at the garden again. That pure white signal.
What is the pure white signal exactly?
It depends on how you encounter it, I suppose. If it is forced upon you, you may become something small within the garden, something that the children might play with. If you float into it in a dream, you might become just as you are and speak to the children as adults. If that's the case, that might actually be worse. Because then you could tell them the truth of what they are, and they would come back to life and remember who they are.
The garden itself, it's neither good nor evil, is it?
It is fundamentally good. It is the epicenter of all that is good, so it can contain all that it is evil. Not evil, I suppose. All that is ravenous. The garden keeps them small. It keeps them playing.
So the garden is a tool.
It is. I In the old days, they called me He Who Walks. They knew me everywhere I went, from the most magnificent walled city-states to the humblest pueblos. But where was I walking to? That's the question no one could ever answer. I only had the dimmest sense of it myself. It was set before me on an epoch ago. It's a long time to forget the details, but I think it's there. I think I have to go there. To shelter them.
But at what cost? As I gesture to his current shape.
The cost would be nothing compared to if they were to awake. I may be the sun itself, but even I can only do so much against a truly awake hunger.
Do you know who first stilled the hunger?
Out of character, what'd you say?
Do you know who first sealed the hungers?
No. I think I knew them, but I don't remember. It was a long, long time ago. An epoch ago.
Will these hungers be the last? Or are they the first?
Which ones?
Yes.
The, the hungers that come for you will not be the last. They might have been the first. I do not know. If I remember at all, one is still a fox child, still had just recently crawled out of the garden. One is the Bone Wolf himself, another his canine enforcer, and then another was not even sealed. She was the performer that was starved and then locked into a small room by mere mortals. As you're talking, he finally reaches the gate and he opens it. And we're going to cut back to Dan and Zal. Dan and Zal.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, we're here.
Okay, so you two were going back home, and you've kind of realized the pattern by now that every big mystery has a location that you can watch a tape in.
Yes.
So, like, even in character, you've realized that. So you realize that the only place that could possibly have that is even tangentially connected to this is a old abandoned power plant. It was abandoned back in the 60s. It is the old Mercado Street power plant. That's where Kate's race against death started before she lost her life at the hairpin curve. So, that's where you gotta go.
All right, then we're gonna go there.
So, a chain link fence meekly attempts to ward entry to an empty lot behind the brick husk of an old two-stack power plant. Graffiti artists use the walls for practice, broken glass, rusty nails, signs of vagrants, etc. There's a tent nearby. On the inside of the building is gutted entirely save for the main control room. Painting the scene, what graffiti reminds you that death is never far from here? Both Jonah and Mike.
I'm gonna say that there's graffiti of like the classic skull and crossbones. Like not
You know the. Oh, sorry.
like probably like several of them painted on each of the four cardinal directions of the plant.
Okay.
You go ahead, Dan.
Right. So you know the hostile architecture thing
Mm-hmm.
is a graffiti depicting that with the "this is not a place of honor" thing.
Oh wow. Okay.
No great deed is commemorated here, etc.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to find a
I would
thing.
also add maybe brutalist architecture.
Sorry.
I would also add maybe brutalist architecture.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the main building. When you go inside, you see the control room. And you see a flickering screen inside of there. So do you go into the control room?
Yeah. Can we? Is there any clues here? Can I make a meddling move before we watch the tape?
Yeah, you can make a meddling move before you watch the tape.
Okay, cool. Dan, do you also want to make a meddling move?
I'm not sure what to meddle with at the moment. I'll just refrain and observe.
All right, I'm gonna
You
make.
could do whatever, but yeah.
I'm gonna try with reason. It's at 0, but it's fine.
Okay.
Holy crap! I like that.
Um. Da, 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 da. In the larger area of the power plant, the large empty area, not the control room. You find you find an old map. It's a very detailed little map of the Deep Lake racing streets, showing the Mercado Street circuit drawn from like the clacking is very loud. So, are you doing this intentionally?
Wait, what intentionally?
Your typing is very fucking loud.
Bro, you got a noise
It's literally just
cancel, bro.
it's literally just my keyboard.
Okay. Anyways, it's a detailed map of Deep Lake's racing streets. The hairpin on Mercado Street circuit is drawn on by hand with faintly glowing ink.
Glowing. Interesting. All right, we're gonna after that meddling move, we're going to watch the tape.
Okay. Well, first you have to get into the room.
Yes.
Knobs and levers line the walls. Charts and dials and unlit buttons connect to nothing. A pair of mirror desks dominate the center of the room. No power, but a single TV screen on the center of the far wall shows white static. A slot for a VCR sits right beneath it. Painting the scene again, what suggests that the control room may have had more to do with Deep Lake as a whole than a power plant itself? Like this place might have been more than a power plant.
Uh, more than just a power plant. I'm gonna. Hey Dan, you can go first.
Sorry, what was the prompt? My mother came in. Hello?
What makes
What suggests that the control room may have had more to do with Deep Lake as a whole than a power plant itself?
Surely there's cameras that show different areas of Deep Lake.
Well, all
Actually-
power's out.
All the power's out?
Yeah, except for the
Huh.
flickering TV screen. The staticky
Okay.
one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let me give it some thought. What if there's antennas on the roof that you wouldn't think belong on a power plant, but they're there?
Okay.
Because I would say my first instinct was like a map of the city, but like a power plant might have a map of the electric grid.
Jumping off from the initial idea Dan had, I'm gonna go with there's a lot of dead monitors. A lot of them have like fading labels saying like different districts of Deep Lake, and though their screens are dead, that there's even some random post-it notes say with little tidbits of like random stuff. Like maybe they used to,
Okay.
this used to probably be like a monitoring station or something, as well as a power plant. All right, we're gonna put our last and final tape into the TV.
All right.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. This tape is labeled Fireside 01. This tape is what appears to be the first episode of Fireside Chats with Phineas, an old man with a heavily creased face and tufts of white hair, wearing a red velvet smoking jacket, is looking down at the floor in grave contemplation. Hold on, I need to read something. Okay. Who would like to go first? Hello?
Well, since the first scene is
Yeah.
just describing setting, at least usually,
Mm-hmm.
I can work with that if I want to pass on some clues.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, maybe Ravani should go first because we need to, like, she's gonna be sending us messages here.
Yeah.
All right. I just so you know, Ravani, I'm gonna let you just splice in footage as if it was overwritten. If you
I
need to.
have, I have creative ways in my head that I can use depending on the basic setup that to provide.
Okay. Painting the scene for you. The show TV Odyssey's first originally aired in 1977 when the station was built. What about the scene makes it seem like it was recorded many decades prior to that?
Uh,
Like in 1950s ish, maybe.
on the wall hangs an old map of Deep Lake, on which at the center are depicted features that no longer exist or not visibly exist on Deep Lake, including what looks like a stone circle that might have once laid on an island. Besides it are also paintings that look like a yellowish sky. And in a very dated casing, the kind of which nobody makes anymore, a lock of hair.
Okay. We're gonna pause the tape there. We're gonna go back to you, Ravani. So the big man opens the door or the gate to the wrought iron fence in the garden. You see inside, it's actually beautiful. And there are kids running around. They look strange in of themselves, but just like rowdy kids. The oldest of them looks like they might be 12. When when the big man steps in, his features change. He looks much, much different. He hold up. He becomes impossibly tall, like double your height. He has long, gangly limbs, and his head is just a ball of fire. White hot. You cannot look at it anymore. He looks around and you see the kids are playing with a crow that seems to from what you see, it cares for them. It will like sit on their shoulder and peck lice out of their hair. It'll guide them to go get food and stuff like that. It's strangely beautiful here. What do you do?
Well, obviously not looking at the traveler's head. Uh, well, like I already said, that's too bright to look at. I ask him, will you be alright?
I can look after them. I don't know what will happen to Crow. He seems too attached to the children. I worry he might end up hurting himself, but if that were to come to pass, I can keep up the illusion. I can burn away any dark clouds that may hang. For
Anything
when
you want
the
us to
sun,
do.
you need to bring the children who are currently out back here when they attack you. Does that make sense?
If there is, it says to me, I'm putting the pieces together. Uh, is there a specific method you wish us to use?
The ones that are out there they're still fogged. They don't fully remember who they are, and because of that, they don't have all of their strength. You just need to restrain them long enough to have me. Hold at. I'm gonna go back and redo that actually. You just need to restrain them long enough for them to fall asleep, and they will come back here. As soon as they dream, they will dream of this place and return. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Cutting back to Mike and Jonah, what are you two doing while you're watching this tape?
Mike was smart and had made some popcorn that
Are you just not investigating? You're just watching.
um well, I guess that would be like looking at the clues that Ravani's little jump cut has added and went, those were pretty interesting. I wonder if they're tied to something.
I am also focusing on the tape because it seems to be like the fact that two people disappeared and we don't even remember they exist
Mhm.
must be really disorienting. So Jonah is feeling really dissociated from the current state of affairs, given
Oh, yeah.
the sudden change in memories.
Every time you try to remember something that is connected to them, your brain does kind of hurt a little bit.
Exactly. Therefore, because that is happening, Jonah would probably be looking at the tape for answers
Okay.
the most. That would be the focus.
I have a quick question for everyone before we continue. What's everyone's favorite NPC?
Still, the zombies layer.
Uh, uh, I guess I'm going to say.
Oh, we already know what yours is. It's your boyfriend.
I mean, I don't want my boyfriend to be.
Sorry, I should clarify. Favorite NPC that you're not currently in a relationship with?
You're not going to be that mean. Okay, good. Jesse Wilcox.
Okay, Wilcox.
Uh,
Yeah, you need to change your
mm,
answer, don't you, Dan?
Because
is Jesse Wilcox the lady with
No.
the brother?
no. Jesse Wilcox is the first NPC we ever met in the game.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
say
the,
the lady with the brother.
Lady with.
Yeah, the dead brother. Dina.
Well, she's also tied to the mystery we're doing.
Oh, excellent.
Is she?
No, wait, the goth girl.
No. Oh, you mean the girl from the. Okay, I know which one you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I mean the
how
goth
about,
girl. I changed my answer again.
how about you, Z? What is your favorite NPC?
uh, tough choice depending on what's. Some might be more favorite just because what will happen, but I do not have that information. So I'm gonna go with. What was her name again? The reporter lady. Or,
Flo?
no, not reporter.
The corp.
Yeah, corporate spy.
Of course,
Well, she was working for a corpo. She seemed like she had integrity.
Okay.
throwing a corpo
What's
under the bus.
okay? Okay, I should rephrase this. What's one that all of you would be really affected by if they died? All of three of you.
Um,
All three of us, I don't think there's a consensus.
yeah. We all like different people.
There's one person I can think of that everybody would be affected by if they died.
Who would
But in
that
a way,
be?
that one is technically already dead.
Elliot,
Elliot?
yes.
Elliot.
Oh yeah.
Everybody would be affected if Elliot literally went.
That's true, yeah.
We all
Alright,
we all love Elliot. We all love
anywho, back to the tape. Phineas begins the show by making an apology to the viewer. He claims he did not want any of this to happen. He claims he did not want this. I'm sorry, I'm tongue tied right now. He claims he did not want any of this to happen to you, and that if he could do things differently, he would. He never says what exactly he's referring to. What makes you think Phineas is in extreme distress?
I'm going to say, because I'm going to use this as my own personal, my scene, and the last one could be Dan's.
There's two more.
Oh yeah, then it'll go to Dan, and then the last one will be Ravani. That's fine. I'm going to say he's in extreme distress because it looks because he seems composed, but you can tell by his body language that he's fidgeting with his hands. He's sweating. There's a little bit of concern and stress from his eyes. He has some bags under his eyes. Also, everyone can mark an XP.
No, we're not marking signal. Oh wait, you mean did you receive a signal? Yes,
Yes.
you all received signals.
Yes.
Sorry, I misunderstood what you were saying. No, not everyone's dying. Okay. So he looks. How did you say he was in extreme distress?
He,
What? How you thought?
I said that he has bags under his eyes, so that's a sign of
Mhm.
stress. He's fidgeting. A lot of his body language is in like fight or flight response. He's not composed as he thinks he is. That's my whole general response.
So we're gonna go back to Ravani. We're gonna stop the tape there. Ravani, you're in the garden, and you see these kids around you, and this crow, and this whole weird dreamlike area. You can investigate here if you want. Battling move and stuff.
I think I'll do
Because
just that.
And actually, because you're in a very chill environment, as long as you're not talking to the big man specifically for information, like you're talking to the kids or whatever, I'll even count it as a step higher.
So
I'll be doing some investigation.
So Ravani can get clues for any of our investigations.
Yes,
Here in the
I-
because she's in a dream world that doesn't make sense.
Okay, I like that.
Clues can just fucking pop up here.
Right, I'll start by just looking at the details of the place itself.
Oh yeah, I should probably describe it. Hold on. It's an enormous twilight garden enclosed in wrought iron fencing, beyond which lies formless mist. it kind of flickers back and forth between formless mist and the desert itself for you, because you came from the desert. It's weird. Various children populate the garden, chasing each other, playing games, telling stories, or joking around. They treat you as new friends without thought or question even. Um, the big man is the son now. Obviously, I already described that one. He doesn't seem to trust the kids, and in the distance, like in different areas, you see a silver fountain, a rose garden, a clock tower, and a series of porcelain hutches. Tiny porcelain hutches. Where would you like to look around?
I start by investigating the fountain.
The crow that was with the kids is actively avoiding the fountain. But when you get there, it's hold on. The silver fountain bides its time in tiled courtyard bubbles. Its luster has long tarnished into an ominous thundercloud gray. Jets of water spurt erratically from it, spraying those who come too close. The liquid splashing against the bowl sounds like the tolling of a deep bell. There's even a paint the scene for this. What one irrevocable change from your youth do you regret the most, and why are you reminded of it here?
Hmm. Ex- what exactly from the youth got kind of garbled?
What one irrevocable change from your youth do you regret the most, and why are you reminded of it here at the Silver Fountain?
All right. Uh, the change is moving away from a place that was reliably cool. And the cold air coming from the fountain is reminding me of that.
Okay. And how would you like to do your meddling? And what mystery are you meddling about, even?
I have a sneaking suspicion that this particular fountain can somehow be tied to the lake.
Okay.
And, well, it makes sense to use reason.
All right. Go on ahead. Holy shit! You get a 12 plus. That's the
Nice.
last lore too. You guys
Yay!
knocked out the last lore and the last tape. Okay, so I'll do the clue and then the lore.
Then you post the lore in
Yeah.
the Discord.
Um,
You're welcome, everybody.
a kid toddles up to you. Let's say it was Necktie. Um, he toddles up to you. He's kind of shrimpy and formal. He wears gray shorts, a white shirt, and blue tie. And he has a black glass orb in place of his left eye. Um, he tells you that a side character he tells you that a long time ago, Crow told me that Elliot was dragged into the lake and then thrown back out.
Shit. Was that about me?
Hmm?
Was that about me being thrown into the lake and being thrown back out?
No, Elliot.
Oh, fuck. I'm stupid. I misheard.
Elliot is potentially a source of clues as well for Deep Lake.
All right, and then what? After the kid toddles away, Sun, aka the big man, walks over to you. Shit, I need to look at what clues, what lore I've given you. Person on appearance. Okay. I heard a story about the first time the first time in recent memory a great hunger got out of this garden. Do you know about the 1986 prom fire?
We heard of that?
No, he's asking.
Oh.
He's asking Z this.
Got it. This is foreshadowing.
I'm guessing I'm just having to decide on whether I decide my character does or does not know it, because technically nobody knows it.
Yeah.
I'm going with my character happens to have heard of it.
Well, the official story is that the La Fresca Senior High prom erupted in fire the mid dance. Over 100 students and teachers lost their lives in it. But you probably don't remember how they died, do you? The victims didn't die of burns or smoke. Most of them died of blunt force trauma. A couple died from mauling, almost like a wolf got them, and another was decapitated. You, your parents probably didn't tell you about that when you were little kids. It happened, did you? Did they?
No, they did not.
That, I believe, was the bone wolf getting out.
And dear viewers, remember, one of the another victim of this fire was Isekai to the past.
Yep. Cutting back over to Dan and my Zal. Are you guys still just watching the tape, or are you trying to investigate a little bit? What you doing?
Yeah, I guess I'm going to investigate make a meddling move within this control room.
All right, make that meddling move.
All right, I'm going to try vitality. Just whoa. Well, there's no
That's
lore unless you want to give us a 7th lore.
I mean, I could just give you some more lore. I have another piece of lore. It's the last piece of lore available to me. Or I have 2 more actually.
I mean, If we
just
manage to
have-
exhaust all the lore, you could just substitute lore with a clue.
A second clue.
Here's some more lore. You find a old newspaper clipping about March 13th, 1997, a few years after the Latchkeys left Deep Lake. Just to give you a clue about when this happened. 19 students at La Fresca Senior High climbed to the top of the 4-story school building and recited the Pledge of Allegiance. After which they jumped in unison, plunging to their deaths.
Well, shit.
I mean, modern day America makes you want to do that.
And then the last lore clue, I'll just have Silas tell you later, since it's not tied to progression anymore. Okay. Back to the tape. Oh, actually,
Oh,
Dan, are you doing anything?
that was the lore. That wasn't the clue I got.
All right, clue. One moment.
Is there?
Dan, are you doing anything?
I was saying, is there anything else I can find out about that console?
Sure. Make a meddling move.
Meddling move it is.
I assume you mean the control room in general.
Yeah. I assume since it's a control room, there might be a console or something.
Yeah.
I'll use reason for it. Miss. I don't find anything out.
And I have to react.
What are you afraid of will happen?
Yeah. What are you
Oh.
afraid will happen?
Honestly, just that I'll keep having this headache because I can't figure shit out.
Okay. You have a really, really bad headache. Migraine, like putting conditions, headache.
Shit.
As for Mike, the clue that you found was some papers outlining a plan to convert the power plant into a nuclear power plant.
Oh,
Nuclear.
that's pretty interesting.
Okay. So, time for the fucky bit. So guess what? You're watching this tape at a special location. The Odyssey tape's image flickers and bends as if it was spliced over. After a moment of tracking, a driver safety PSA begins playing. The words "Buckle up, Deoga" appear over the screen to a cheery, though distorted music. We see the little kid, Elliot Rapport, strapped too tightly into a car's passenger seat, eyes wide and pale with fear. The camera zooms out slightly and pans over to the driver's seat, where a nondescript figure in black racing gear and a skull-painted helmet calmly sits down and buckles their seatbelt. The driver seems to look to the camera for a moment before driving off, and we clearly see it's a classic pale gray Mustang. The recording warps and then it just goes back to Fireside 01. As you watch the tape, you realize that Phineas looks just like someone you know from back home, an everyday acquaintance that you share pleasantries with. Who is it, Dan?
What was the last thing?
As you watch the tape, you realize that Phineas looks like someone you knew from back home, an everyday acquaintance you share pleasantries with. Who is it?
Was the term barista in common use back in 2007?
I think so.
Yeah, I need to ask because I didn't even speak English back then. Uh,
I'll just say yes.
okay. Coffee lady at my local hometown. At my local coffee shop at my hometown.
Looks like old man Phineas Whately.
Yes.
That
Doubling down.
barista, that barista must hate her life.
She
I don't
was
know.
she was old,
There's
and old people kind of start looking very similar.
Okay.
wow.
She smoked a lot of cigarettes. It was the 90s, everyone was smoking.
After that happens, the big man turns to Z and goes, "Something happened out there. A friend of yours is gone."
Mm,
A friend, you say?
Yes.
Do I want to know who?
Elliot.
Dang it.
Death must have finally found him and taken him.
no.
Elliot's gone.
And now we cannot get any clues from Elliot about his first encounter with the lake.
Oh, that was the clue that was in the sheet, by the way.
I know that was the clue, but I had plans on making use of the clue to get more clues.
Fair. So, what do you two, what do you three do now that you've all seen Death take Elliot in some way or another?
Um, Mike is very sad. He's like, oh, at least we reunited him with his aunt and old friend. There's some closure, at least. You see
You're
you
gonna
see
hate me
Mike
later.
you see Mike crying at the moment, like tears are going down his face right now, and he looks at Jonah and go, "I'm gonna miss Elliot so much." What?
I turn to the big man and ask, did he go willingly?
I don't know.
What about you, Jonah? What's your reaction to seeing Elliot being trucked away? Or in this case, spirited away. Literally.
Jonah's just devastated, honestly. That's the little kid in the Candyland, right? Am I
Yeah,
confusing them?
Yes,
yeah. That was the kid from the first mystery, the ghost kid, who you saved from the demon that was gonna eat him.
Oh yeah, the Candyland kid.
Yeah.
The
I
man,
told you it was
Right.
the one kid that the one NPC that would affect everyone.
Mm-hmm.
the one
Yeah, no, Jonah's devastated. I got to spend a Candyland vacation because of that kid. I salute the screen, need a chocolate coin.
Wolf gets to miss this, but it's fine. He gets to see the VOD instead. Uh, super sad. We're all devastated.
And finally, for the last part, who wants to take the last part of this tape?
Um, wait, didn't
I guess I'll be
did oh yeah, Jonah had his turn.
Yeah.
I'll take the creepy part.
Um. Well, actually, this one has to be one of the two who are currently actually watching it,
Oh,
unless we're. Yeah, sorry, I just reread it. It has to be either Dan or Mike.
all right, then I'm going to take
Oh.
it then.
Dan, are you cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
I can
Okay.
still just feed the idea in the
Sorry.
side chat.
Phineas spends most of the tape sitting in silence, occasionally glancing up at the camera with a sorrowful look. Except to you. To you, he shares some wisdom about something going on in your life back home. What does he say?
Life back home. It's okay. That's hilarious. Okay. Um, he's going to look at me and say, "Your parents know, son. Just keep at it, and you'll do great." You're accepted
I
for
want to
what?
say he says your name too. He specifically says that your parents know Mike.
Your parents know, Mike. You don't worry
Like,
about don't
especially
worry
to some,
don't worry about them being
especially to
mad.
somebody, especially to somebody who isn't out yet to his parents. That's terrifying.
Yes. So this is a very accepting game. So it's not going to be like your parents know and hate you for being gay. Your parents know, like, and they accept you for who you are, which is the better part of this game. All right. Uh, all right. Is that the end of that?
That's the end of the tape.
All right. Cool.
It clicks off, and um. So you've been in Deep Lake long enough to know the general direction of things. You hear the tires screeching over near Rodenbecker Street. From the power plant.
Hmm.
You, you hear death taking him as it clicks off.
Awful.
Is there anything anyone else would like to try doing this night phase?
Uh, uh,
I mean, I could investigate a little bit further in the oasis.
Oh, I would like to mention you are currently touching the pure white signal by being here. It's like your hand is on the stove right now. You're just not quite burning yet.
it is a terrible idea for Euler to be there any longer. That she has to be.
Just letting you know your position. This is the pure white signal. You're standing in it right now. I'm being very nice by not just killing you.
She is the frog
I
in the
mean-
boiling pot.
I mean, you also really didn't give me much choice in entering it.
No,
I could have just walked away, but like, true.
you could have just not followed the big man.
He is imploring you to
Take
leave.
it. It was entering.
This garden is not for humans. Please leave before you get hurt.
I just look to the big man and say, "How do I get back?"
The closest entry point I can send you to is the lake. The entity there is large enough to catch you, if that makes sense.
I mean, it makes more sense than anything else in the white signal.
Fair. I'm also making this so you can easily do your sacrifices.
I know, and then I can pop in the room with the rest of the crew right as the tape ends,
Yep.
as if the tape held me prisoner.
And I think I'll have Wolf do that too when he gets back next session, basically. So you both will pop to the lake and then to the team.
Alright.
Yes, that's good to me. Unless you want to give Wolf the chance to also make some exploration in the white signal. That is a risk.
I think we'll end the session here, so he'll be able to do the next session.
Alright. So,
Okay.
with that, thank you all very much for watching. My name is Zara Chaos, and everybody else here with me. I hope you enjoyed your stay. We'll see you next week for more public access. Ta-ta and cheers.
Bye.